Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Sign up for a 1-week free trial, no credit card required, for access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hey everyone, checking in on the miners, the dollar, gold, and starting off with the dollar. The dollar is trying to see an oversold bounce play out. We have our low of the bottom. We are oversold on the weekly and the daily time frame. So our low of 91.62, our high of the bounce is 93.35. The bulls are trying to form a higher low at 92.10. And if they break 93.35, we will have our higher low and higher high, and we will have another attempt at the change in reversal in play. So looking at the weekly time frame, it's a more significant bullish reversal candlestick just in terms of the amount. Really, this is a point where the bulls need to show up. We had support break of 91.92. That was the lowest price that we've seen since all the way back in 2014. So that is a significant break, really actually the start of 2015. So it was a significant break of support, but the weekly RSI and the daily RSI already being oversold, we weren't expecting an all-out dump when that support broke. So I do expect the bulls to defend this level to a degree where we do see a bit of a bounce play out to the tune of a couple percent to the upside. So we will be looking for the odds that the bulls confirm this reversal candlestick being higher than the inability. And looking at the last bounce attempt high, 94.15, that's a very important level because if that level breaks, we know that this bounce is going to be a bit prolonged, but it's not going to change the fact that we've been in a downtrend all of 2017, and we did just lose a key support level. So the gold bulls are loving that. They made a bull break over 1,300. We're at the highest prices we've seen since November 2016. You can see we're at hitting higher highs now on this uptrend. And looking at the weekly time frame, a significant bull break over this downtrend resistance, over this lower high and double top. And we are looking back up now towards not a ton of resistance to get to the highest levels that we've seen since really back in the last time we were higher than what we saw in last summer of 2016. We'd have to go all the way back to 2014. So not a ton of resistances. We've got 1337, 1352, 1367, and then the highest price we saw was 1375. So very strong bull week here. Nice inside bar break on the weekly time frame, favoring those bulls. And zooming in, 4-hour time frame, I was watching this cup and handle pattern, and it did end up playing out. There was a lot of volatility with the data at the end of the week and a reaction from the dollar and precious metals. But the upper wick of profit taking definitely shows a lot of volatility. So it wasn't a clean breakout, but it was a clear break of those resistances, and the psychology of the cup and handle pattern was there. And the bulls have recovered from all of that volatility. We zoom in on the hourly time frame and we could see tons of profit taking, bulls buying the dip and then recovering. So all in all, the bulls coming out on top after all that volatility and a lot of volume. James with the Chart Guys has been pointing out the monthly volume with gold, and it is significant. And we can see if we zoom back, on the uptrend, not a ton of volume. And then once we start seeing the volatility pick up, a lot of back and forth action. But look at this increasing volume on this bounce. So we saw our bounce, our high of the bounce, our higher low, and now increasing bull volume is a great sign for the bulls. If we are unable to break 1375 on this monthly time frame and we top out, we will look to see this tightening range continue to play out, and we'll pull back and look for a higher low to form, because it is an equilibrium pattern on the monthly time frame right now. But again, the volume and the current price action is favoring the bulls longer term to be looking up towards 1,400 and 1,500. Now, certainly no idea how long it's going to take to get there. It could take, the next year to get up to those levels. But this chart is giving a lot of bullish signs is the bottom line. So checking in on these miners have certainly been benefiting. Breakout mode on the daily time frame. Our new higher low for GDX is established at 24.13. If we break that level, we know more prolonged consolidation is coming, but we're very strong here, closing up at the high of the week, and very nice follow through. The trend is breaking on this weekly time frame. I have been talking about how I haven't had any interest trading these miners and how people should be looking elsewhere while we're in this tightening range. Well, we have now broken from this tightening range. We are in breakout mode. We saw the highest volume in months on the weekly time frame. We're closing above the upper Bollinger Band for the first time in a very long time. and we're seeing an increase in bull volume and an increase in price action. So the resistance of 24.88 breaking was a good sign for the bulls, and I actually take that back. We have a double top at that level by 1 penny. So we do have to break 24.88, get over that level, and then we're looking at 25.71, and that was the high of 2017. So a significant bull break, not a ton of resistance levels in the near term. And GDXJ, same thing on the daily time frame. Our new support is 34.79. Bulls want to maintain that level to keep the daily higher lows going. And checking it on the weekly time frame, less of a significant bull break. So those resistances back from March and April on GDX on the weekly time frame, we came 1 penny shy. So insignificant. We can pretty much say we hit the high of spring 2017 on GDX. GDXJ, to hit that level, we're looking up at 38.57, and we got up to 36.41. So that's $2. That's essentially 5%. We're 5% lower than the high of spring 2017, whereas the senior miners are already there. So I've been pointing out the differences for probably 6+ months at this point, where the senior miners, more often than not, there's definitely some shifts in the correlation, but on the whole, the senior miners are stronger than the junior miners, and that remains the case. Right now, gold is stronger than silver on the move that we're seeing on the daily time frame, and the junior miners do have more exposure to silver. So just keep that in mind. If you are choosing between the two, I would always choose senior miners personally, and that is NUGT over JNUG, and that's just because the daily and the weekly charts indicate that that is the bigger bull, the stronger bull in this current scenario, and it has been, like I said, most of 2017. So I appreciate you watching. We're going to keep a close eye on this because the sector is heating back up again. And anytime you see a tightening range and then a break from that tightening range, that's when the volume and the volatility and the trading opportunity picks up. I hope you have a good weekend. We'll continue to check in. Have a great forever.